magical friends, and welcome back to the Portkey Adventures. As we already know, Wizards Unite is going to be an AR game where we encounter magical beasts. That's pretty much all we know so far. So I've composed a long list full of all 47 creatures, and I've separated the list into not so dangerous and very dangerous. Yesterday's video I covered the not so dangerous, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and click that and watch that to catch up, if you're interested, of course. And today we're going to be covering all the most dangerous creatures. I'm going to be covering first a list of the dangerous creatures that they won't attack you unless provoked, and then I'm going to be covering the dangerous creatures that will attack you no matter what, so you should just avoid meeting them altogether. Let's dive in. So first on the somewhat dangerous list, we've got Fire Crab. This is a large creature with a jeweled shell that can shoot fire from its backside. It's been hunted to near extinction for its shell, which some wizards use for cauldrons. They are now a protected animal in their natural environment in Fiji. Rune spores are bright orange, three-headed snakes, once popular amongst dark wizards. Their three heads tend to make this snake have a short lifespan. This is due to the fact that each head has a different personality. The right head is the planner, the middle head is the dreamer, and the left head is the critic. Eventually, they get to an arguing point to where the two heads, the planner and the dreamer, will gang up on the critic and bite the critic head off. The critic is the only poisonous head, so it's the only head that really is the protection. So poor rune spores. Next, we've got doxies. These are a flying household pest with a poisonous bite. It lays up to 500 eggs at a time, and it requires Doxycyde for the removal of the infestation. An antidote is needed for their venom if bitten. So yeah, they're a little bit dangerous, especially if you don't have that antidote for the venom. Next, we've got streelers. These are huge snails that change color and produce a poisonous slime that kills all vegetation it touches. So as long as you don't have it, sliming up your body, you should be good. But you really don't want it sliming over anything if it's killing the whole planet. Now we've got hippogriff. Although they seemed gentle in the movies, I'm sure we remember Draco ended up still getting kicked. And from the sounds of it, he actually got an easy way out, and they can be much more vicious. A hodag is a creature with a body the size of a dog, and the head is shaped like a frog, with glowing red eyes, fangs, and horns going down its body. The main prey of this is the mooncalf. However, they are still dangerous to humans. Sounds pretty dangerous. Oof. Alright. Next, Wampus Cat. If you've read the Ilvermorny story, you've definitely heard of the Wampus Cat. This is a fast and powerful cat native to Appalachia. It is one of the 4 house symbols of the Ilvermorny school of witchcraft and wizardry. The best description I could find is that it is similar to a cougar, only faster. Swooping evil. This is a creature the size of a parrot, but that can support the weight of a human while flying. If it is told to attack, it uses its tongue to suck your brain out of your nose. Its venom is used for memory potions to help erase memories. Another one that, if you've seen Fantastic Beasts, you might have caught a glimpse of this, as they used this beast to catch Grindelwald at the end of the movie. They also used some of this venom to erase all the Muggles' memories, all the Nomads' memories. Now we can move on to Erumpents. Erumpents are rhinoceros-like in appearance. The horn is so sharp it can penetrate anything. Inside the horn contains a liquid that explodes, destroying whatever the horn hits. Sadly, the erumpent is nearly extinct, as so many of them hit their horns during mating and then end their lives in the process. So sad. I mean, you have to hit your horns? Is there a way around it, maybe? Alright, that's the end of the somewhat dangerous list, so let's move on to the very dangerous list. First on the very dangerous list, we've got Basilisk. Anybody who's seen the second Harry Potter movie will remember this giant snake that Harry had to kill. This is a giant serpent which can instantly kill anybody who looks in their eyes. These are wizard bred and were first created by Harpo the Foul thousands of years ago. They live around 9 centuries and are now outlawed to breed. I'm glad they can't keep breeding them, because who needs a 9-century lifespan basilisk? Next, Mountain Troll. The largest and most vicious breed of troll. They average around 12 feet tall. Anybody remembers the first Harry Potter movie? You'll remember that Harry, Ron, and Hermione ended up fighting a troll in the bathroom, and they were told that they were very lucky to have escaped that night without getting harmed. So they're definitely dangerous and will try to kill you if they can. Now we move on to Acromantula. Anybody remembers, this is the giant spider that Hagrid keeps in the Forbidden Forest. It is rumored that this beast came about by interbreeding with wizards. This is believed to be the reason for the ban of experimental breeding. Yeah, if you're breeding spiders and wizards, you're crazy. And if Aragog was what came out of that, you're crazy! Alright, let's move on. Sphinxes. This is one of my favorite beasts from the books. A sphinx is a half-human, half-lion that makes an excellent guard. This one was tough, as they are dangerous, but they aren't quick to attack. If you can solve the riddle of a sphinx, you are likely to get by unscathed. However, if you are unsuccessful, well... On a funny note, some wizards use them as extra Gringotts protection. However, not all of them are best at solving riddles, so, you know, unfortunate for them. Ooh, now we move on to the hide behind. This is a vicious, nocturnal beast, the result of accidental breeding between a demiguise and a ghoul. It is said that the demiguise was being trafficked and mistreated, and during trafficking, it mated with the stowaway ghoul. Product was a hide behind, who was believed to hate humans because of the mistreatment of the demiguise parent. If a hide behind catches a human, it will disembowel them. Usually, only a skilled witch or wizard is able to escape this fate. That sounds pretty scary. And, you know, another interbred species, they all seem pretty vicious to me. Snallygaster. This is once believed to be a type of dragon, but instead is a bird-reptile hybrid that's found its way onto the pages of many a Muggle newspaper. It has serrated steel fangs and skin too thick for bullets. Muggles are often the victim here. Redcaps. Most common in Northern Europe, these bloodthirsty creatures live wherever blood has been spilt. They are dangerous, but can be held off by magic. Muggles generally aren't so lucky, finding themselves getting beaten to death during the night. Blast-ended scroots. A dangerous and illegal crossbreed between a fire crab and a manticore. I'm sitting here wondering how did Hagrid bring illegal creatures into a Care of Magical Creatures class? And then have these students raise these illegal creatures for their class? How? Hagrid, how did you get away with that? Anyways, these are known to hurt students with the random blasts and either stingers for the males or blood-sucking bellies for the females. Eventually, these were added to the maze in the Triwizard Tournament as they were so dangerous. Kappas. A kappa is a Japanese water demon with a hollow on the top of its head. This is another one that was a bit difficult, but as its primary intention is to drown you, I consider this one very dangerous. There are ways to get away from death by this animal, but they are very tricky. The first is to trick the kappa into bowing. This will release all the water from the hole in the top of its head and drain it of energy. The second way to get away is to toss a cucumber with a carved name on it to the kappa. Whoever has their name carved into the cucumber will not be harmed. Very peculiar ways to get away from danger, don't you think? Yeah. Kelpies, also known as Loch Ness Monster. This is a shape-shifting water demon, the largest of which on record is found in Loch Ness, Scotland. This creature often takes the shape of a horse, in which it will offer a muggle to ride upon its back in the water. Once it has the muggle, it will dive to the bottom of the lake and devour its prey. Kelpies seek out muggles, which make a muggle repelling charm useless. The only way to overcome a kelpie is to put a bridle on it with a placement charm. Muggles are screwed. A Nundu is a perilous, gigantic leopard who is often referred to as the most dangerous beast in existence. Its breath carries disease and death. Its mouth is large enough to swallow multiple people whole. And the worst part? It's supposed to take 100 wizards working together to take this beast down. Personally, I think this is a bit much, and possibly one of those exaggerated numbers that we get from JK, but if this is true, then I'm certain this is the deadliest creature I have ever heard of. 100 wizards? There's gotta be some sort of limitation. I mean, like, I know that's a limit, but 100 wizards? That's a lot of wizards. That's a lot. Now, let's move on to dragons. Everybody knows a dragon. These are giant winged fire-breathing creatures. Although there are dragon tamers out there, these are very dangerous and will attack without being provoked. Many parts of the dragon are used for many things from potions to wand cores. Aside from that, we all pretty much know dragons. Alright, now let's move on. The final thing on the list is the three-headed dog. And surprisingly enough, Fluffy is the only known three-headed dog in all of the wizarding worlds. Literally, there's no other three-headed dog known out there. This makes me think that perhaps Hagrid did another illegal breed. Possibly an illegal interbreeding in order to make Fluffy, and honestly, just reading that Fluffy's the only one out there rose all the questions in my head. I'm so curious now. How did Fluffy come into existence? How? There are a few noteworthy mentions that I thought I should say because there are more creatures listed than the ones that I listed. However, some of them are too close to being human to actually be considered a creature for me, and I don't think that it would be wise to have us, whatever we're doing with these creatures, these specific ones are a little bit too human. If we only have to like encounter magical beasts and get them to leave us and like get away safely, then yes, I could see us encountering many of these. There are so many magical creatures in the wizarding world. That is a ton of creatures to learn and to just get excited about. Possibly seeing them in the games coming out this summer. I mean, Wizards Unite, come on, let's see. I want to know more. I want to know what to expect. Alright, that is all for now. Make sure to subscribe because I do have more awesome videos. Alright, until next time, make sure to use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Alright, Nox.